time to talk some more land tax at the Tax Champions here at Paris Financial. So land tax, again, I'm in Blackburn, Melbourne, so we're talking about Victorian land tax, and obviously it's meted out by the state government via the State Revenue Office. So going back to 2006, the state government back then said, look, all of these accountants and commercial lawyers, they're putting all of their clients' properties into discretionary trusts. So why don't we just increase the rates of land tax on discretionary trusts and make a few more bucks for the government? And that's what they did back in 2006. It hasn't really affected the way we structure things though as tax accountants though, because even though you're paying a little bit more for land tax via a discretionary trust, the other tax advantages around it generally outweigh it, although every time you buy a property you've got to talk to your tax accountant and get the right structure from there. But very quickly, if you've got a property and you buy it in a company, pure company structure, it's usually 100% of the time not the right structure for investment because you pay double the capital gains tax. Superannuation funds are very limited these days with the amount they can get into superannuation with the change of the laws there. So yes, property can be good in super fund, you need advice on that, but it's limited. And the third structure that doesn't cop as much land tax is an individual name. And individuals get very exposed, as we know, to the potential for litigation, and also if you have too much in an individual name when you're developing your property portfolio, you pay too much capital gains tax long term. So discretionary trusts are still usually the way to go when you're putting property into an investment structure. They pay a little bit more tax. It's called the surcharge tax here in Victoria for land tax, but it's still usually the right structure. But give your tax accountant a call before you choose a structure for property investment. See you next time, and I'll have a very sad story about land tax gone wrong, although you won't be too sad because they're usually pretty wealthy people. Ciao.